For those of you who might not know, Muni Long has been in the music industry for an incredibly long time. She originally made her debut as Priscilla Renea, gaining a record deal after her YouTube popularity skyrocketed. That success led to her creating the underrated classic Dollhouse and releasing her debut album, Jukebox, in 2009. Unfortunately, the album didn't achieve commercial success, but it set the stage for her to carve out a rewarding career in her true forte, crafting unforgettable, catchy songs. Muni Long has always had a gift for hooks. Her knack for melody is undeniable, and it's no surprise that she's written hits for some of the biggest names in the industry. We're talking Rihanna, Madonna, Ariana Grande, Mariah Carey, Sabrina Carpenter, and Selena Gomez. The list just keeps going. She's contributed to the soundtrack of an entire generation. In 2019, she rebranded herself as Muni Long, seeking a fresh start. Initially working independently, she laid the groundwork with countless hours of hard work before signing with Def Jam. Since then, she has emerged as one of R&B's biggest breakout stars. Even though her career spans as long as some of today's icons, Muni Long has been candid about her struggles as a songwriter in the background. From people exploiting her talent, using her voice without credit, giving away her songs, and expecting her to create hits without giving her the respect she deserves. These injustices are not uncommon. For instance, Ciara once shared that her song, Goodies, was almost given to Britney Spears, and she had to fight to keep it.
Britney Spears.
Oh, they were just trying to, I heard about this and I was like.
And you know what? I know Britney wasn't the one trying to take my songs.
Yeah.
Because I love Britney. I want to say that, okay? We all love Britney.
Yeah.
But at that time period, that was their plan, right? That was their baby. They had her for so long. So, of course, I'm this new artist, and the song is pretty amazing. You know, Goodies was knocking.
No, they knew it was going to be a hit.
Why, you know? But I'm like, no. When I understood it, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But that was my baby. That song, Goodies, was where everything began for me. I was writing a song for someone. I will say this, her saying, I bet you want them goodies. I bet that would be actually kind of nice.
That would be
but the song was my song, you know?
Similarly, Amerie revealed she had to leak one thing to the radio to prevent it from being handed over to Jennifer Lopez. It's mind-boggling to think that artists must go to such lengths to retain ownership of the songs they helped create. Yes, music is a business, and labels often aim to pair songs with bigger names for maximum profit. But isn't it morally wrong to strip smaller artists of the opportunities they've worked so hard to create? Imagine if Ciara had never fought for Goodies, or if Amerie hadn't secured one thing. Their careers might have looked entirely different, or perhaps not existed as we know them. These songs were pivotal moments that defined their success. Muni Long's experiences, while troubling, are not unique. What makes her story compelling is her willingness to share the behind-the-scenes realities. She's spoken openly about Atlantic Records, alleging that they asked her to write soulful songs specifically for non-Black artists. At its core, this reflects a systemic issue, a demand for Black music without Black representation.
Fuck no. And I'ma stand on that. Okay. And they can get in my DM. You can get in my DM all you want every day.
This isn't new. It's a tale as old as the music industry itself. Muni Long has faced numerous challenges as a Black woman in the industry. She's shared stories of being promised opportunities, only to have her contributions dismissed, or her songs handed to white artists who were deemed more marketable. She's written for artists of all backgrounds, but the optics of a label explicitly requesting soulful songs for artists who don't embody the genre's roots is problematic. The broader issue here is that Black artists often face resistance in gaining widespread acceptance, while white artists are allowed to explore and succeed across genres with ease. It's a stark reminder of the unfairness that persists in the industry. One particularly troubling example Muni Long shared involves the hit song Timber. She revealed that Atlantic Records gave the song to Pitbull without her consent. They even made her re-record the chorus because Kesha couldn't hit the right note. While Kesha's voice is prominent on the track, Muni Long's vocals were used to assist. Despite this, she claimed she wasn't paid, and Kesha's mother allegedly tried to claim 2% publishing rights without contributing to the song.
So I didn't expect that last video to go so crazy like it did. I feel like it warrants a little bit of context, specifically Atlantic Records. I'll name you 3 times that this has happened. So this is the first time. I'm gonna do a second video, I'm gonna do a third video. First time, I write a song. The song is called Timber. Love it. They fall in love with the record. Me and Breon had a great time in the studio writing a song. Breon is also, they're like, oh, we want to give it to Flo, as in Flo Rida. Oh my God, like this is incredible. I don't know what happened. The song ended up on Pitbull. About 2 weeks before the song gets ready to come out, they hit me up saying, hey, Ben, I'm not gonna say your last name, Ben, who used to work at Atlantic, calls me and says, hey, we need you to come cut some vocals. What does that mean? In my mind, you need my voice on the song. Cool. They still haven't said anything. So I go, and I'm hearing somebody else's vocals on my song. I'm like, what is this? I'm hearing this part. Woo. When I wrote it, I said, whoa. Where the woo came from? They're like, oh, well, you know, she couldn't sing it like you. So we had her change it to woo. And now we want you to go in and sing the woo underneath her, because your vocals are underneath her on the hook, on the whole song. And so if you don't sing the woo, it's gonna sound different. And we need to have the same feel. That's the problem that I have. You want it to feel a certain way, but you want it to look that way, but you want it to feel this way. Nah, player. I didn't get paid, among other things on the business side that just were not handled properly. Not to mention, later on, there's a copyright claim on the song. Said artist's mother was trying to get publishing on the song, and she didn't write it. Not one word. Yeah, song came out. The rest is history. The only reason why I was even in the studio, because my Karen bought me flowers and sent me on vacation, because that's the only way that he could get me to show up, because they always do stuff like this, specifically Atlantic Records.
Singer Tulisa recently disclosed how the hit Scream and Shout by will.i.am and Britney Spears was taken from her. According to Tulisa, will.i.am asked for the song, wanting to feature Britney on it, but she declined. Later, she discovered the song had been released without her permission, with her vocals still included, likely explaining Britney's unusual British accent in the track.
I got a call from will.i.am saying, listen, I want to take this record. Will you give it to me? Basically trying to do everything legitimately. I want to put Britney on it. I want to release it around the world. It'll be amazing for you, you know, as a writer. And I said no. I want it to be my next single. This is going to be my next single. I can't give it to you. I need a follow-up from Young. Just casually sitting at home, and there it was on the telly. You know, and
That's
Britney,
how you found out?
Yeah, Britney's just singing, and I'm like, is that my voice on the record that she's singing over? You know, when you hear this in the club, all eyes on us. All eyes on us. You can hear it. My vocals are on the record, so she's singing on top of me. That's why she's got the British accent. And so yeah, it started the long process of another legal case, which, you know, amazingly, thankfully, turned out in my favour. And actually, now I don't complain about it because royalties are good.
Tulisa had to sue to receive her royalties and proper credit. She clarified that Britney likely had no knowledge of the situation, but it highlights just how often songwriters are overlooked and exploited. With the rise of social media, songwriters now have a platform to share their experiences. While speaking out can be risky, as retaliation from powerful industry players could threaten their careers, it's encouraging to see more transparency. Over the past decade, some songwriters have managed to transition into successful artists in their own right, like Victoria Monet and Ray. These stories indicate a shift is possible, but significant change is still needed. Money Long's journey exemplifies the challenges many songwriters face, but also the power of persistence. By sharing her story and standing up for what she believes in, she's paving the way for others. With her newfound platform and influence, she's in a position to help drive meaningful change in the music industry. More power to her for using her voice to shine a light on these issues.